Good morning. We're live. Let us hope we don't crash like we did yesterday. I have no idea what happened. But we shall see. We shall see. Hey, Nick. Good morning. Give me a second, brother. Be right there. I am grabbing. Come on. Hey, Peter. What's going on, brother? First, I know. Is that your new handbag? Yeah. You like it? I think it matches the one that I saw that you were carrying when I met you in Houston a couple years ago. It really impressed me. No, it's actually, I think it's a grocery bag of some sort. You should probably just back here. It's an IKEA bag. Bring that upstairs. All right, I'm going to put some of this stuff in here. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell did I just get myself into with regard to this project. It's a very nice handbag. Right. Oh, anyway. Hope you guys are doing well. Externally one across your bed. Ew. Don't want to say that. Ew. All right. Now we're going to shoot this. Eight of these. Keep your bags to yourself, Peter. Yeah, exactly. That I was thinking of as well. Okay. Is the damage ship doing better today, or do you leave it? I left it all on its own last night. I haven't worked on the damage tip. I'm working on the right now. I am working on what to do with these guys. Hey, Kevin. Good morning. Hope your day's starting out well. Ray, what's going on, man? Touch it. There's all the individual words, but in combination, they don't amount to a retort or put down. That makes sense. Okay. Got to create one of these, and then we create the template. I got to do math. Should probably just have a calculator down here, is what I should get, or maybe an abacus. That would be good. Hello, everyone. Hey, Edwin. Good evening. How are you? Plus 2 equals 7. It does in this modern age. Good morning. Hey, Tony, what's going on, man? We have an Edwiner. Nick. All right. So what do we say? 12, I think, is what I measured. Yeah, more than 12. Looking like 16 mil. The nice thing about this is it's very easy to do math. Times 0.72. 11 and a half. Let's see. Hey, Joe. Good morning. Making sure we got everybody. Yes, everybody's saying hi to each other. Wonderful. Glasses. Whoa, hey, that didn't work. Much better today. Last night got a headache, much likely from the sushi. So ooh, 6 months and the salt is just too much. Yeah. Or is it MSG as well? Monosodium glutamate. Do they include any of that? In fact, why am I doing it this way? We're gonna do this again. I'm gonna do this all over again and make my life a little fuck ton easier. Delicious. You shut your mouth. It is delicious. This happens to be bad. $7.76. Here. 7.76. 7 3/4. Math. $7.75 times 0.72. 5.58. Let's write some stuff down, shall we? $5.58 by 11.5. Yeah, it's close enough. All right. So what we got here. Tony is everybody saying good morning. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Math becomes much more difficult once you include freedom units. Suddenly it's all fractions and base 12 math. Yeah, that's why I don't do that. I always use millimeters. I don't do empirical measurement, which is basically everywhere here. Can't run from it. Ugh. It's all made from seaweed. I'm sorry you hate flavor. As in monosodium glutamate. All right, so let's redo this. So the width on this thing is now 5.58. 5.6. That is one thin mofo strip. There we go. Sorry, guys, for a second. Okay. Asia runs on it. Does a lot. Silent Hill over here. Can't see out the windows. Really? What's the temperature there, Joe? What's the temperature? There we go. Okay. I have MSG on my counter. That's part of my spice rack. Excellent. Whatever keeps the headache going. You have MSG and I have politics. 11 and a half. Right? 11. And again, at this scale, it's not a big deal if I'm off by a fraction. Okay, so basically what we're doing is I'm going to shape these individually, but oof. So real quickly, that is the missile cover on the Harpy at 1/100 scale. This is the 1/72 scale nacelle that I worked on, oh Lord, years ago. And I glued on because the ones that were on there were just poorly shaped. And These are not dissimilar in size. So my scope of my scale is off. So this is the width and length that it should be based on math. And as you can see, it's significantly smaller. So anyway, let's see what we got here. Sorry, it's supposed to get to a high of 52. Oh, God. Right now, 33. Thank you, Joe. Morning, fellows or fellers. Morning, Ken. What's going on, man? Speaking of weather, we got another maybe foot of snow today, much to the wife's dismay. Why your wife? Is she the one who goes out and shovels it, or do you? I can, Nick. I have a little story about Indomie. Basically, the American version don't kick as much because of American government rules about MSG. What is Indomie? Huh. Ken doesn't eat MSG either. It would taint his organic garlic. I think it probably would. Repeat. Now we're getting the buffers. Is Firefox acting up again? Fuck you guys. It's 80 degrees today. There is nothing flagged here, Ray, saying that there's a problem. Yesterday, I got a flag right near the on the top of my screen. There was a flag that's saying that the connection was unstable. I'm not getting that right now. Organically grown MSG only. Exactly. Nothing wrong with that. Fuck you guys. I'll trade you. I will trade you. Nick, you move up here. I'll move down there. But 80 degrees in January, even in Texas, this doesn't sound right. I broke the stream yesterday. I legitimately don't know. I'm not sure if it was my laptop hiccup, if it was a network connection hiccup, if it was a YouTube hiccup. Don't know. Conversation I had with a client yesterday. She drives to work. I work from home while got it. Indomie is the number one fried noodle export from. Oh, is it? Okay. And it's not available outside because of MSG. Interesting. It was just a little buffer. Morning, Ken. It's 73 right now. Did you go to 603 barbecue? I did not. No, I blew through Concord because it was getting late. And just stopped and got gas and continued on. I would kill for 80 degrees right now. Currently at 34. Oh, I'm in the same way. I'll take 80. I'll gladly take 80. All right. Let's cut a bunch of these. We have a total of 8 in theory. 2. I'm going to cut as many as I can. 3. Hello. 4. 5. 6. And while we're doing this, I should probably just take a photo. Fan phones with all and with an evil George stare. Yeah, right. The real version is not available in the USA. Friend said she bought like packs of 10 in the US and basically she got paid for it. Really? Interesting. Good for her. I got planes to test fly. Bring the warm weather. Yep, I have a jar of MSG in my spice cabinets. Nice, Tony. Yeah. It's 100 plus June. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nick, 80 sounds great. 100 pushes it. Even I would say that. And temperatures down there are getting worse. So climate change, anyone? Got a lot of painting. Nice. Yesterday morning, all red and blue hill parts are done. And now I'm in Undergate hell cutting the white parts out. Yeah. I'm praying for you, Tony. You're going to need it. I have a kilo bag of MSG in the kitchen back in the DK. Nice. Good for you. Hey, RQ. Good day. How are you? Joe and I watch George's face when we say MSG isn't bad for you. And that's basically an urban legend. Ray, I think you're an urban legend. That's what I think. I think you're an urban legend. So put that there as flagging it as a template. Okay. Great. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you too, RQ. Hope you're having a good day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. I made my nut, but 9. I'm going to go and just get more just in case. 10. Because I'm sure I'm going to botch a bunch of these. 11. 12. Look at that. Lucky number 13. 13. You're right. I am a legend, but not Tom Cruise as an elf legend. Oh, you would make a great Tom Cruise type of. I can't even go there. Sure. Ray and Tom Cruise. Peas in a pod. Watch the vein on his neck. Climate change is fake. Earth is just going through menopause. Yeah, the only problem with menopause is you ain't got much left after that then. So maybe that's not true, Nick. Menopause. All right. Let's clear off the nub on this. Right. I mean, Tim Curry was legit in that movie, though. I've never seen Legend. Been wanting to, just never seen it. Ray equals Brian Boyd. Just a little hot flash. Yeah. I hope you're right, but I'm not thinking it is. But here's the thing. Your grandkids will know once they start living in Waterworld. Man, ow, ow, ow. I would fight to save the day. That's Brian Boytown. That's what Brian Boytown would do. All right, let's start getting some of this thing figured out. Again, one of the good things about having something at 1/100 scale and 1/172 scale is the math is easy. All right. So if I measure here now, okay, if I measure here, sorry guys. Okay, 11, 10, 11. It's 12. 12 mil. Times 0.72. 8.64. All right, we have A, B, C. All right. All right, we got That's not fair, Joe. No, all I hear in my head is that South Park song. What would Brian Boitano do? Scatological. Save the maiden, fair and true. Fight a grizzly bear. That's what I do, Pete. That's where you got there before me. And you, with my charm style, I never seen a man eat so much chicken wings. You guys, you boys. All right, let's get this thing measured. What did I say? 8.64. Five, 6, 7, 8. We're just going to go to 8.5. Close enough. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Let's see if this works. This may not. Too kind of folks who don't take kindly around these parts now. Squeal for me, boy. Reynolds movie names. Deliverance. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be the right tool for doing this. Angles don't change no matter the lengths of the sides if they're all equal. Special. It moved. So, yeah, this is not the right tool for this. That's it. Deliverance. Squeal like a pig. When all else fails, all else, bleh. Get these. It has been a little bit of time since we broke these guys out. Time check. Yeah, got about enough time here. Sorry, guys, give me a second. I'm no longer mathing. I think it's 45. To the 45 or 50. Fuck it. We're going to 50. This is going to take some time. I got to make 8 of these things. Woo! Oh, I think Reynolds moving in. That's it. That was Cannonball 1, 2. I remember that quote. I couldn't for the life of me remember the movie's title. Dom DeLuise gets a little amorous. You're funny, Ken. Really need to send that box of stuff to you. I have some stare at radius gauges for you. You'll awake him. Joe, I appreciate it. Obviously, no reason to kill yourself for it, but of course, it will always be appreciated. In fact, I actually have something I got to get out to you too, my friend. All right, let's create the first one and make a template, and then we can do the rest of them. See if we can make one. So far, so good. Be nice to be able to make just one today. Ken had a real deliverance. He would also like a packet of MSG for his organic garlic, I'm sure. All right. Have we gone down that line? Close, but not quite there yet. I have. All right, one side is done. Let's do the other. Dun. It's Captain Chaos. I know. I was just hoping you'd just come by and pick it up. I know. Yeah, Joe, trust me. I hear you on that one. No. We'll see what the future holds. There is a possibility. I'm trying to remember where are IPMS Nationals this year? I think they're in Indiana. Which is likely as close as I'm going to get to Michigan anytime soon. It is likely I'm not going there. But there we go. Almost there. I have a little lip where there's a cut. Square that off a little bit. That'll help. Okay, we're almost there. All right, we got those ends done. Sounds like such a female statement. IPMS. Peter, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here, Peter. You sound a little hard up. I'm just saying. You got some kinky things going on in your life, man. Just saying. You funny man. Okay, now looking at it from this side, let's just scrape all that stuff off. Things ain't looking 100% accurate. Okay, that's done. Now let's work on the front. If he's sleeping, wake him up. Shit. So there's a guy who was on here years ago, Ruslam. I know he went through some tough times, but he was one of the guys who got me into getting these. He suggested getting these guides, probably through, I think it was Tim Harkins who used them and then said, by the way, it was Bill's suggestion. And these have been an incredible find. Down to 15. Yeah, I think we're going to go to 15. All right, there are my two guides. I can put these away now before they all start falling out. I don't care. It's a good thing to still get hard up at our age, George. Fair enough. Oh, yeah. Peter, fair enough. Which time I got? Yeah. It's possible I should be able to get this thing done. Use this one as the template. All right. Not aggressive enough, which is good. I'd rather it be under aggressive than overly aggressive because I can always fix. Otherwise, I'd have to start this whole thing over again. Almost there. Okay. Right. I think we got the third side done. I just got to work on the fourth one. All right. Sorry, guys. Definitely want to get this thing kind of ticking along. It's like an Amish barn raising. It takes a community. On a more serious note, how much of that classic Harpy do you expect to have to custom remake, reshape from scratch? I don't know. I think I'm going to use the example of what happened with the Spartan. You kind of start one thing and then it's like, oh, but I need to do this, and then I need to do this, and then I need to do this. So when I started working on the feet on it, it was like, well, I have to expand the feet, but I had to expand them in like 3 different areas. And then suddenly it's like, well, now I got to start working on the upper leg to expand that. Yeah, Peter, this thing takes on a life of its own, you know. It could end up being that, as an example. Yes, I got to fix this. Not on that one. I got to fix that area to round it so it matches the one from the new one, because it is supposed to be, looking at the artwork, I think it's supposed to be more round than kind of squared off like this one down here. And then all of these things are going to get replaced. All of the scribing is going to get filled and taken care of. I've got to rework these gun placements. The nacelle itself, I think, looking at this, is not going to require a lot more stuff after the stuff I'm working on now. But it is possible that as we progress, start looking at the body and just saying, like the wings are definitely of the wrong shape. Expand, make longer, cut back, thin. It's really going to be, like I said, we're going to know in time. One a day, only 7 more days of this part. Now, once I get the first one done, Nick, I think the rest of them should go pretty quickly. I hope. One runner of the undergated is cut clean. Ugh. F my life and undergate. So I hate undergating. I'm glad this model here, the new version of the Harpy, is also undergated, and it sucks. Put them on the surface. I can clean the surface off better. I understand that it might mar the surface, so if somebody wants to just not paint it, well, get yourself some super fine grit, sandpaper, and polishing compound done. But yeah, I agree with you. Undergating sucks. see how we're doing here on this one, at least, just as a start. Looks like we got the angle of the dangle right. I don't think that front end is pointy enough. I think I might have to go a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be more aggressive. Give him us cookie, give Geo a gumpla. Irrigating was not needed on parts this big and wide parts. And he's so much faster to sand than exactly prime and paint. But again, I think Bandai's take on a lot of this is we're trying to do this for the person who just wants to build, put it on a shelf, throw the stickers on it, and you're done. Remember, Bandai is in the business of doing one thing: selling models. That's it. Selling models. What was it? A number of years ago when Turn 4, or Mike Gordon, who's on here, Mike's Mods and Customs, he owns a shop. It's now in upstate New York. It's Hobbytown in Clinton, New York. But when he was here, he had this one kid who would come in every week, either he or his mom, and he would buy 5 or 6 kits on a near weekly basis and would just bang them out. They were rough, probably not, they didn't do a lot of nub cleanup. He did a little, but, put the stickers on, built them, moved on to the next one, built it, moved on to the next one. Bandai loves that guy a lot more than they love us or me, because I will buy one model and it'll take forever to finish. Or if you take a look at like the guys who do any of that hardcore customizing, like Tim Harkins, same thing. They like what he does and they'll use it to market, but in terms of sales, less so. Yeah, I only appreciate undergating on plated parts. Yeah, there are places that makes sense that if you're not going to be painting a plated model, of course. We can just around the bend. Any particular plan? I'll start working on my truck for orcs. Selling models, more like selling plastic crack. Exactly. That's exactly what it is, Edwin. 100%. 100%. All right, I'll show you guys what we got here, and then I'm going to call it a session. My plans this weekend are Friday, tomorrow night, I've got our IPMS meeting. And then Saturday, my wife and I she's coming down tonight. My wife and I are heading down to Connecticut and going to go watch our daughter cheer at the women's basketball game down at her university. And then Sunday, probably head into Boston or something like that. Okay, very quickly. Let's get some tweezes on this, and then we're going to start getting ready. I get it, but it is still a pain, yes, when painting. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm not kidding you. Like Nick was just saying on this Harpy, there is no need to have like all this undergating. Part of the reason why there's all this garbage up top here, and the way some of this came together is because of undergating. Because once you start sanding that undergating, you're creating an uneven line where the parts are coming together. Okay, very quickly. Yeah, not happy with this. Give me a second, guys. Even when it looks like everything is, what the fuck did I do with that? Everything seems to be pretty square. It's not always pretty square. Once we start rounding some of this thing, I think it'll do better. Okay. I need to look at it without my clunky fingers holding onto it. Looks good enough to me. All right. That is the original part in 1/100, and that's the 1/72 scale version I just finished making. So I will round the corners and then start dropping this in. So this is going to be interesting. There's going to be, so all of these are coming off. This entire area is going to get basically ground down, sanded down. All of the holes here are going to get patched. I'm rethinking whether or not I'm going to have one of the missile pods open. I've got to rewatch that scene to see what that framing looks like, and then we may or may not drop it in. But right now, if you take a look at like the opening here, this thing would literally fall inside. So this whole area needs to get basically just like I started to, just going to get epoxied or maybe plated. I don't know. It depends, but it's all going to get filled. The plastic that I put on is going to get ripped off or just sanded down. Go from there. Watch ESPN for George. Turns out undergating was a bigger trigger word than healthy MSG. Oh, yeah. Undergating bad. All right. So with that, my friends, it is time for me to get going here. So tomorrow, now that we've gotten this done, now when we see what you can actually see the size differences between them. Let's see. Yeah. This one is now in scale at 1/72 based on the 1/100 kit. All of these are too large. So they're all going to go, and we're going to manufacture 8 more of the, or 7 more of these, 4 per nacelle. It's likely when I start working on this one, I will just, like this one here, I try to do something. So this is just going to be a lot of repair and replace. This one here is just all going to get ground down. And given that some of those are raised, it's likely there's going to be putty going on inside there. The part's going to get compromised, but that's what we do. It's plastic. It can be fixed. Reality TV is anything but. Amen. Later, Joe. Have a good one, brother. Have a great day, George and everyone. Tony, you too. Later, Nick. 12 more. They won't all come out right. They're going to come out close enough, and that's all that matters. Guys, stay safe and stay sane. Thanks for being on this morning. I do appreciate it. It is a crazy world, and it's a dangerous world, and every day we are in a more precarious place. One of the reasons I think for that is because we are forgetting how to be kind to each other and how to love each other, and we look at the other as somebody bad. We've got a great community here. I every day I look at this community, the people who are here. Not always are the people here on a daily basis, but people who come in here even on an infrequent basis. We're a community. We need to take this community and go out and show that it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter who you are, none of it matters. We're human beings. Go out there and be kind to people. Don't fuck them. Don't hurt them. Don't do any damage to them. All right? Do good by others. Show kindness, love, and respect. So with that, my friends, I will be on tomorrow morning. It's possible I might do an OSG Unleashed tonight. It's kind of been building up. So it may be possible that I will do that. We'll see. But anyway, my friends, go out there and do good for the day, and I will catch you on the flip. Peace. The first way you're going to sand it down the part to the potty. Yeah, Nick, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, guys, take care. Love you all. Bye now.